Hi everybody in YouTube world, it's Junior Tarot Queen. I hope everybody is doing well. Today I wanted to do just a little brief history on tarot. A lot of people are confused of where it started, how it became what it is today. Well, no one knows exactly the date of when tarot began. Now, it is believed to be developed in early Egyptian, Mason, or Roman era, around 13 AD. The Church of Rome banned tarot. It forced tarot to go underground for many years. Egyptians utilized tarot as charting of their important metaphysical and transformational discoveries, kind of like oracling, meditation and stuff like that. The Romans used it for more of important areas of war, guiding them to see if their outcome would be successful or if they should wait, and or other areas of their life, like in love, life, in general. Now, the original tarot deck actually had 80 cards in it, and the two that are missing are Juno and Jupiter. It's a positive and a negative. Some people believe that the tarot is not accurate because those two cards are gone, but there are a positive and a negative card. So therefore, if you read reverse or straight up, you're reading a positive or a negative. If it's reverse, it's a negative. If it's straight up, it's a positive. So therefore, they're still pretty accurate. But when they took out those two cards, they kind of changed the order in some tarot decks. The Rider-Waite, which most of my cards are like this, the Strength card is the eight on your major arcana. Arcana meaning hitting. There's majors and minors. I'll get to that in a minute. So anyways, this one, the Rider-Waite, and most cards are, the Strength card is 8 and the Justice card is 11 in most decks, in most of my decks anyway. Now, there are some, like, for example, the Goddess decks, where they're reversed. Justice is 8 and Strength is 11. So there are some decks that have those two cards mixed up. Them are the only ones. You have 78 cards in your tarot deck today. Now, people used to play games with these as well. Your poker deck was divided from the court cards, the minor arcana, with, the court cards and the suits. Now, the major arcana is not included in that, nor is the knight included into your playing deck. You can tell, or you can give guidance, I should say, not tell future. You can tell what's most likely going to happen with a regular poker deck, but it's going to be everyday influences. It's not going to have your major events attached to it. So I say it's not as accurate as it could be. So with that being said, I want to move on to, you have 78 cards in their deck, 22 of which are major arcana, and they go from 0, Fool, to 21, usually the World. Or normally the World. Usually it's the World is the last card of the deck. Or the last card of the major arcana, which is the 22. Then you have 56 minor arcana. Now these include your suits, which is your cups, your swords, your wands, your pentacles. Or you could say your aces or your diamonds, your clubs, your spades, or your hearts, which would be cups. Spades would be swords, clubs would be wands, and your diamonds would be pentacles. Some decks call them different things like stones or rods, or, pentacles are rods, or pentacles are stones, and wands are rods, etc. And they can call, sometimes they'll call a sword a shield, or a different things, different names for different suits, but you're usually pretty able to figure out what they're talking about. Now, your Minor Arcana cards have two separate areas. They have your court cards, which include your king, your queen, your prince or page or princess, and your knight card. Now, your king, your queen, and your page represent zodiac signs. Like the Page of Wands, I know this right off the top of my head, is a Sagittarius, which is me. Queen of Wands is a Leo. The King of Wands is a Aries. All very fiery signs, okay? So I could name them off, but I'm not going to. Anyways, with that, then you have your Knight card, which is not a person. It is an action. It's an action to be taken swiftly. If it's a sword, it's an action to be taken on ideals or family and friends. If it's a wand, it's an action to be taken on emotion or non-emotion, if it's a reverse. So it's an action to be taken. And a pentacles is to be action to be taken on your money. Balance your checkbook, go out there and do some work, whatever. It's to take action on those things. So knights are action. And then you have your suits. So now, when it was forced underground, the Roman Catholic, or the Roman Church, believed it to be against religion, their religion. They didn't think anybody could tell the future. And really, you have seers, you have people that get visions like Nostradamus. He also was developing a tarot deck before he passed. Now, I did get the finished version of that, but it didn't resonate with me, which surprised me kind of, because we were born on the same day, which was December 14th, but it didn't resonate with me, so I gave it away. But anyway, I get off subject sometimes. So they forced it underground because they thought it to be evil, fortune-telling tool, and it's really not. It's not satanic. It's not of the cult. It's not anything other than interpretation of cards. Now, every one of us were born with intuition. Whether we listen to it or not, it's another story. But we're all born with it. And incorporated in your tarot deck, not only do you have the zodiac, but you have numerology, you have certain symbols in the major arcana that help you. There's also, like I say, numerology in the major arcana. It can figure out dates, it can figure out, I wouldn't say specific times, but it's really more of a guide than it is anything, because people have free will. The only thing that was written in stone got broke, and that was the 10 Commandments. So we have free will, we get to choose. So if somebody is doing a reading for you and you do not like what you're seeing, hopefully those cards will give you a guide to help you to determine how you want that outcome to be. But if you continue on the same path that you're on, it will happen. So therefore, if you like what you see, then continue on, keep on keeping on. But if you don't, then use those cards to change that outcome, because everything is changeable. You can decide, no, I'm not going to have a bad week. Like a couple of weeks ago, last week, not last week, but the week before, I got the Tower card is in my zodiac for the week. So I was going to have trouble doing some things. And I decided that even though it may be a challenge for me, I was going to overcome that. And I did. And so did my friend Ashley. So they don't hold any magical powers of their own. They are not this, this magical thing. Now, tarot is very precise. It's organized. You have 78 cards. You have the 22 majors. You have the 56 minors. And like I said earlier, major and minor, majors signify major events, big time stuff, like strength or justice or something of that nature. They signify big things that may happen or that you need to be aware of. And the minor ones are everyday influences, people, places, things, actions. They're the minor ones. And plus you have your court cards, which symbolize the aspect of zodiac or astrology, whichever. And you have numerology. Like my favorite number is 8, which is abundance. So you have your numerology aspect of it in there as well. So when people want to dog you or say you're evil because you read cards, no, you're just trying to help the best way you know how. And there is the first known, or the first dated, I think it was the 1430s that it was, they were found. And they played a game with it. It was a trump game or something, trumped. And the majors would trump the minors. The major arcanas would trump the minor arcanas. But I believe that it was developed way before then. And I think that's the only one that they have found. And there is some of the cards that are restored and in a museum somewhere in Europe, I do believe. When they came to the western part of Europe, they left out Juno and Jupiter. So that's a positive and a negative. So there you go, or truth and intuition. So, I mean, Juno is intuition and Jupiter is truth. So those two cards were the whole setting of the reading itself, or the whole thing. But without them, it's okay, because you can read them reverse or straight up. The reverse is a negative, obviously, or you're not listening to your intuition. And the other straight up is truth. So if you guys like this, please leave a comment. And if you need a reading or would like one, I do a live on Saturdays. Usually start at 3:30-ish. Most of the time it's 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And then I'll do a Zodiac Sunday. And I do a Political Wednesday, which will be tomorrow, because today is Tuesday. And I just wanted to give a little history, a little background on where I come from with tarot. So if you have any questions for me and you would like to ask them, hey, feel free to post it in the comment and I'll answer it. I read them all and I respond to them all because I can. And if you like and subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. It helps me grow. And I want to reach 2,500 subscribers so I can give away this beautiful quilt that was made by the ever-talented Eleanor, who I hope she gets back into it soon, because she's so talented and so spunky and spurt. And I want to thank her and Gina T for monitoring my Saturdays. And I may start doing some impromptus during the week to maybe to catch some people that work on the weekends. You know, you never know. So anyway, if you like my content, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and check your subscription, because sometimes YouTube goes through and just kicks people out that haven't watched in a while. So make sure you're still subscribed if you want to be subscribed. Anyway, and help us grow, help our community grow. We are a loving community. We're here to help. We want to be positive and caring as much as we can be, and offer a smile or a inspiration, like I always say, pearls of wisdom. So you never know, or encouragement and inspiration. So with all of that being said, thank you guys for your time and attention to me in my history lesson for today. With that being said, stay mystical.